guys, it's been a while and I haven't filmed an Empties video in a while, so my Empties bin is overflowing. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys some products that I've used up in the last 2 months or so. I have a lot of shower and hair care products in this one and a lot of just random stuff and a lot of samples because I've been trying to work through a lot more of my samples so I just don't have a lot of random stuff sitting around. So anyway, I'm going to go through the products that I've used up and share with you guys my thoughts on them, if I'd repurchase them, if I wouldn't. Alright, I'm going to start with makeup. I only have a couple of things for makeup. So the first thing that I have is an Urban Decay eyeliner. This is one of their 24/7 Glide on eye pencils in Smog. This one was just like a kind of neutrally brown color. This one was nice. My main issue with these Urban Decay eye pencils is that a lot of times this bottom part will end up twisting and I feel like there's a lot of product left, but I can't sharpen it anymore, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I have plenty of other eyeliners. I probably won't repurchase any more of these particular ones. I have a bunch of Urban Decay ones that I got in sets, and once I get done with those, I won't have any more, I don't think. I also finished up a lip liner that I've been working on for a very, very long time. This is the Rimmel lip liner in Rose Quartz, I think this one was in. This was fine. I don't love lip liners, and I have a couple that I'm trying to work through just because I don't love them. So I probably wouldn't repurchase these. I'm just not I just don't have the tendency to go out and buy lip liners because I don't use them. It's an extra step I don't need to do. So I won't repurchase that one either. I have a sample mascara. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is a fine mascara. I liked it when I layered it with my Rocket Volume Express from Maybelline. I always use that as a first layer. And this looked really nice, but by the end it was flaking a lot and it was just not great. I don't think I would ever go out and buy the full size of this, although a lot of people do talk about how much they love this and they talk about it all the time. It's just not my favorite. I don't tend to spend a lot on mascara because I think that there are drugstore ones that are just as good. I have a random lip product that I put in a Ziploc bag because I lost the cap to it, and that's the main reason this is getting thrown out. This is the NYX High Voltage Lipstick in Stone, and this one I actually really, really liked, but I lost the cap to it. It's been in my purse forever, and it looks disgusting. It's gotten like purse junk all over it, so I'm just going to toss this one. If at some point I find myself missing it, I'll repurchase it, but I do really like this formula and this color. This one just looks super gross, and for the price of it, it's not worth keeping around. I could cut off the end of it and keep using it, but I haven't really reached for it. It's been sitting in my purse, so I have other lipsticks to use up instead. The last thing that I'm putting in the makeup category is this Real Techniques Brush Cleansing Gel sample. This I actually really, really liked. It smelled really good. It did clean my makeup brushes really well. It's not something that I feel like I need to run out and purchase though. I have lots of face washes that I tend to use that work pretty well on my makeup brushes to clean them, and I also have the Dr. Bronner's bar soap that I use a lot. So even though I really liked this, those work just as well on my makeup brushes, and so I'll probably keep using those instead. Next up, I have a bunch of facial products, and I have a bunch of favorites in these facial products. So the first thing that I have is the Sunday Riley Good Genes. This is a lactic acid treatment. This I find does a really nice job of softening my skin and helping my skin look more radiant and glowy. When I stop using this, I usually go a couple weeks in between without this just to kind of see how my skin reacts, and it just doesn't feel or look as nice. I think this was the second one that I bought. I got another one a few weeks ago that was on sale through Skin Store, I think, for like 30% off. This is really expensive, which is why I don't love buying it. It usually lasts me about 3 months or so. I use it like every night or every other night or so. So I try to draw it out a little bit so I don't go through it super, super quickly. But I love this stuff, and I'm probably going to keep repurchasing it. If you guys have any good suggestions for similar products that are maybe less expensive, let me know that, because I love this, but it's so expensive, and I don't love purchasing it for that reason. So let me know if you guys know any good alternatives. Another favorite that I think this was my second one that I've been through. This is the Body Shop Tea Tree Anti-Imperfection Daily Solution. Tea Tree is really good for blemishes. I have very blemish prone skin, and so I got this from like a Christmas set that my sister got me, and I loved it, and I bought a couple on sale from the Body Shop website. I use this in the morning, and it just kind of helps keep my skin just a little bit clearer. It smells nice, it just feels nice, and I think it does help with the blemishes. Next, I have the Body Shop Chamomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. This is a makeup removing balm, and I got this because somebody mentioned it on my makeup removing balms like this or that video, so I'll leave that linked here if you guys want to check that out. This I didn't try in that one, but I love this. This is my new all-time favorite cleansing balm. It smells really good, it's pretty inexpensive, it lasts for a long time, and it's really effective without feeling overly junky on your skin after you try to rinse it off. I absolutely adore this. This is going to be in my monthly favorites. I will definitely buy more of these once I work through some of my other ones. I still have the Clinique one and the NYX one that I mentioned in that video, so I'm still working through those. I don't need to buy another one of these right now, but when I do, I will definitely go back and purchase this because it's really, really good and it's not a bad price, and the Body Shop is always on sale. My last favorite face product here that I have is the Peach Slices Acne Spot Dots. These I found at CVS. I used to use like blister patches from Target that were like the Up and Up brand, and those were really good, but they discontinued them and I can't find them anymore. But I came across these, and these are perfect. So these are basically just little circular, if you guys can kind of see, these are basically just like little circular patches that are pretty transparent that you put on blemishes, and they help dry them out faster or bring them to a head, so that if they're really painful, you can pop them and then they aren't as painful. I know that you're not supposed to do that, but it happens sometimes. So I actually bought a bunch of these from CVS because I think they're amazing, and half the time they're sold out. So when I do see them there, I buy a ton of them. They have like a little Korean beauty section at some of the CVS's around me now. So this is amazing. I would highly recommend these. I think they're really great, and they come in different sizes. So whether your blemish is big or small, you can kind of modify it to the size of the dots. From that same brand, I picked up a couple of masks, and this is the only one I've tried so far. This is the Peach Slices Shrink Pores Willow Bark and Soybean Extract Sheet Mask. This was fine. I don't think it was anything amazing. I don't know. Like these sheet masks I don't think do all that much, so I wasn't super impressed with this. There was enough that I used it once and then I put it back in the serum and then used it again, and there was enough serum in here to do that, but I don't know that it shrank my pores or anything like that. I probably wouldn't repurchase any more of those. And then another face mask like that, I had the Shining Nature Purity and Animal Panda Brightening Sheet Mask. And my sister got these for me for Christmas. I have another one too. I think that's a koala maybe. There was a ton of serum in this. There was so much serum in this. So that I used it as a mask, and then I threw the mask away, and then I had enough serum to like put it on my face for probably another 10 days after that. Like there's a ton of serum in here. I don't know that it did a whole lot to brighten, honestly. It was fun to wear, but again, these sheet masks, I don't know that they do a whole lot, so I probably wouldn't repurchase these either. Another little sample that I have is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse Balm. This is actually really nice. It's similar to what I talked about with the Body Shop cleansing balm, so it's not like it's that different. It takes off your makeup and things, and then you wash your face like you would normally after all the makeup is off. I liked it, but I know Dermalogica is super expensive, and I would never go out of my way to purchase this because the Body Shop one is just as good, I think. I have a couple of little sample face washes here. So I have the Soap & Glory Face Soap and Clarity Vitamin C Facial Wash. This was fine. I didn't love it. I wouldn't repurchase it. It was just okay. Same thing with this one. This is the Juice Beauty Green Apple Brightening Gel Cleanser. This one smelled like counter cleaner, like chemical lemony cleaning smell, which I didn't love. It kind of grossed me out. It was fine. It washed my face, but I didn't love it. I would never purchase it. And then one thing that I actually really did like is the Clean & Clear Deep Action 60-Second Shower Mask. This I really, really liked. I got it in a sample box, and it just felt very invigorating. Clean & Clear kind of takes me back to high school because I used to use it, and the smell is just kind of familiar to me. But I do feel like it cleaned out my pores, and I like to use this in the shower because it just felt very invigorating in the morning. It was nice. I didn't use it every day, but I did like it quite a bit. And then the last facial product that I have is a Clarasonic brush head. This is the acne one. It was green. I think I mentioned a couple of videos back that I was going to try out the Luna cleanser, like the little plasticky one. And I got one of those, and I like it fine, but I don't love it. I still prefer my Clarasonic, so I keep buying the brush heads for my Clarasonic because I like it better. So I often buy them on sale, either when there are like 4 of them in a pack, or if there's buy one get one free, which there was recently. So I'm stocked up for like the next year and a half for Clarasonic heads because you're supposed to change them out every 3 months. I love my Clarasonic. I keep using it. Next up, I have hair care products. The first thing, I have 2 of these. They are the Schwarzkopf Color Ultime Flaming Reds hair dye. Mine is in 5.28 Cocoa Red. I like this hair dye a lot. I keep using it. My hair has been dyed in the last couple weeks. It's faded just a little bit, but this is my favorite. It's a darker color without being overly dark. It's got kind of a red tint to it, and it looks really nice. I am a big fan of these, and usually there's some sort of a coupon that you can use. And CVS now has a hair dye loyalty program going on, so if you buy, I think it's 7, you get the 8th one free or something like that, which I think is pretty awesome. I have an Aussie volume conditioner, or Aussie Aussome volume conditioner. This I got from Influencer a while back. I got a shampoo and conditioner and I think something else. Hairspray maybe? This is fine. I don't love it. I feel like my hair tends to be really soft and smell really good when I use it, but then I feel like my hair color fades really, really quickly when I use this. So the shampoo is still in my shower. The conditioner is fine. I wouldn't run out and purchase this one. I have other ones that I like a lot better. I have a Clairol Hair Food Moisture Honey Mask infused with honey apricot fragrance. This I'm really torn on. I love the way that my hair feels when I use this. It's a really, really nice hair mask. I don't like the smell of it. Something about the smell of it kind of grosses me out, and I know a lot of people talk about how they really like it. I don't know, it just doesn't smell good to me, but it feels so nice and my hair always feels super, super soft when I use it. At some point I might purchase another one of these because I liked how nice my hair felt when I used it, but I wish it had a different smell. Do you guys know, are there different scents of this one? I'm not sure, but I really, really liked it for how it made my hair feel. I have a couple of samples here of the Hempz Blushing Grapefruit and Raspberry Cream Daily Herbal Color Preserving Shampoo and Conditioner. These smelled really good, but I don't know that they did a whole lot for my hair. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to purchase these. They were just okay samples. Then I have a NYX Beverly Hills Advanced Volume Shampoo. I'm pretty sure I have had this forever. I know that I've had it at least at my last like 3 apartments. So I have no idea where it came from. It was fine. I don't think it's something I need to rush out and find a full size of, obviously, if it took me like 5 years to use it. So yeah, there's that. I had a Way treatment mask. This came in like a Sephora Play box or something like that. There was barely enough in here to do 1 treatment. Maybe I did 2, I can't remember. But there was nothing miraculous about it. I didn't love it. Wouldn't repurchase this. And that's the same thing with these 2 that I have left. So I have a Fortune Cookie Soap Buttercup Shampoo. There's still some product in there. You can see it was like bright green. I can't get that out of there. It smelled really good, but it's not something that I need. I have other shampoos that I like just fine. And then this is the Living Proof Timeless Conditioner for beautiful ageless hair. Again, this is fine. It didn't smell very good. My hair felt fine after I was done with it. But it was nothing major. And the last hair care product that I have here is the Carol's Daughter's Sacred Tier Anti-Breakage and Anti-Frizz Styling Cream. This I've had a sample of before. I really, really like the Carol's Daughter hair care products. I think they're great. I have the shampoo and conditioner of this particular line in my shower right now. I would probably buy another one of these. It smells really good and it just makes your hair feel kind of nice. They're not too crazy expensive either, which is nice. But yeah, I really, really liked this. I would probably buy this again at some point when I work through some more of my hair care products. Next up, I have kind of body care products. I have a ton of perfume samples that I went through, and I am baffled at how I went through this many. I have 7 perfume samples here. I have Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. This kind of smells gross to me. It's more of like a more mature scent that I don't really like. I have Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum. I think is that what that one is. I don't really remember this one, to be honest, which probably doesn't speak good things about it. I have 3 of the Vera Wang Embrace, and I feel like 2 of these were the same and 1 of them was different. 2 of them I got through a Vox box from Influenster. And I really, really like 2 of them, and 1 of them I didn't like. 1 of them is more fresh and florally, which I don't normally go for, but I actually liked it in this Vera Wang Embrace scent, so I would actually consider purchasing that. Then I also have the Stella McCartney Pop. This one was actually pretty good. It was more of like a sweeter scent, which I liked. And then Replica Beach Walk, which was fine. This one wasn't one that I absolutely loved. I think my favorite of those ones that I tried out here was the Vera Wang Embrace. I think there's a couple different ones, but the one that smells more florally, I think, is the one that I like. Florally and sweet. And then the other fragrance that I used up is the Victoria's Secret Sexy Little Things Noir Tease perfume. This was really good. It smells really sweet. I don't know. I just really like this one a lot. So I would probably repurchase this one. I thought it smelled really good. I have plenty of perfume right now that I don't need to buy more, but I did like that one. I worked through a couple of body washes. So I have the Raw Sugar Body Wash, and this one's Raw Coconut and Mango. This I got in a Walmart beauty box, I think maybe, and I really, really liked this one. It smelled really good. I would consider purchasing this one. It's like not tested on animals, no sulfates, phthalates, dyes, parabens, those types of things. So this one I actually really, really liked. I would consider purchasing that. I also used up a Caress Evenly Gorgeous Burnt Brown Sugar and Carrot Butter. This is one that they changed the formula on it. So a lot of people used to rave about this one, and then they changed the formula and the packaging, and people don't like it as much. I didn't love the scent of this at first, but it grew on me and I ended up really liking it by the time I was done. but they've changed the packaging and stuff, so I probably won't purchase this one again, but it was pretty good. And then I also have the Clarasonic Itch Defense Body Wash. This one came in like a Target beauty box or Walmart beauty box as well. This one was fine. I didn't notice anything major about this one. It didn't leave an impression on me enough that I would want to buy it. I also have a loofah that I used up. I always buy the Target, it's a line called the Bathory, so it's got like a more exfoliating and then a softer one. I bought one recently and it's not as fluffy and it's not as pleasant to use. And it was a different colored one. It wasn't like one of the white and colored ones, so maybe that's what the deal is. I needed to get a white and colored one. I don't know. But these are my favorites. I always repurchase these. You've seen them a couple different times in the past. This is a new favorite for me. This is the Gillette Venus with Olay Shower and Shave Cream. This one's in Freesia. I have one in, that's like a vanilla scent right now. I loved this. I don't tend to go big on shower creams, but this one's really nice because it's moisturizing and it stays on your legs. I don't like the gel ones because they always wash off in the shower. So this is something that I will definitely keep repurchasing. I've already repurchased once and it's just a different flavor or scent, I guess. But this I absolutely loved. I worked through a couple of razors, so I have one of the Schick Hydro razors. This has become my new favorite recently. I used to swear by the Dorco razors, which I'll talk about here in a second, but they're not working as well for me recently, and so I've been using a lot of my Schick Hydro razor instead, and that's been working really nicely. I just bought a box of razor blades, which are so expensive, and it makes me cringe so much to buy, but there was a pretty good deal at CVS, so that was good at least. Then I have several of these Dorco Shea 3+3 blades. I talked about I had a bunch that broke on me, so there are a couple of them that I had hanging around that were broken that I just needed to get rid of, and I kept forgetting to put it into my empties. So like this is one of them where the little hinge thing broke off. So I think 2 of these that happened to. So in total I have 3 of these that I'm getting rid of. So these are the Dorco Shea 3+3. So I don't know about these anymore. If I shave without shave gel, then it's like I never shaved, which is so strange. Like the blades are new. I don't understand what's happening. That's why I've been defaulting to my Schick one. I don't know. If you guys have experience with Dorco and you have had those similar experiences, let me know. I don't know what the deal is. I'm so confused by it. But I have to shave with shave gel, which I don't do every morning. As it stands right now, I'm probably going to use up what I have and then kind of be done with them because they're just not working for me right now. I don't understand what the deal is. I have a couple of lotions here. The first lotion that I have here is the True Blue Spa Shea Cashmere and Silk Hand Cream. This was from Bath & Body Works. I bought it because there was like a 50% off sale one day. This was fine. I don't feel like my hands were left super moisturized, so I probably wouldn't purchase it again. It smelled really good, but it didn't moisturize my hands all that well. Then I have a Fortune Cookie Soap Monkey Business Whipped Cream. These are some of my favorite things. I love the Fortune Cookie Soap whipped creams. They are little mini sizes like this, are perfect that I put by my bedside. This one smelled pretty good. It was from their summer line. I liked it, but I don't have to purchase this particular scent necessarily. I used up a sample of the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil, and this one was in Honeysuckle Vanilla. It smelled really good. It felt pretty nice, but I know that Josie Maran Argan Oil is really expensive stuff, so I probably wouldn't purchase this. I also used up the Bath & Body Works 1000 Wishes Body Cream. I really like their 24-hour Moisture Ultra Shea body creams. I have a couple of these still, and I like them a lot. My only issue with them is sometimes the fragrance with them, I think, irritates my legs after I've shaved. So I have to be careful when I use these because it can irritate my legs and make it feel kind of uncomfortable. Even though it moisturizes really well, it sometimes hurts a little bit, which is weird. The last thing that I'm putting in my body care kind of section is this Simply Balanced Organic Unrefined Virgin Coconut Oil. This, I actually used up this entire bottle or this entire jar for oil pulling. That's where you take like a tablespoon of it and you swish it around in your mouth for 15 to 20 minutes. It's supposed to help keep your teeth healthier. It's supposed to remove toxins from your body. It's supposed to keep your teeth a little bit whiter. I do think that it actually works to do some of the oil pulling stuff. I was really proud of myself. I had my first dentist appointment in a very long time recently and I didn't have any cavities, which I was surprised by. But yeah, I don't know. I like oil pulling. I don't do it all the time. I haven't bought another jar of this since I used this up, but I do think it is effective. The last thing I have are just fragrance empties. So the first thing I have is a Bath & Body Works candle. This is in Leaves, which is one of my all-time favorite scents. This one I had been hoarding for a couple of years because I kept forgetting to buy new Leaves candles. But then I finally bought some at the Bath & Body Works. There was like a buy two get one free type of sale thing going on. So I bought several of these now, so I'm good again. So I finally finished this one up. I love this one. It's one of my all-time favorite scents. And then I have some wax bars. So I have the Better Homes and Garden Tranquil Garden Spa. I've talked about this a bunch of times before. It is one of my favorite scents. It's just a very sweet, fresh, clean scent. Then I have this Cheerful Candle Lavender Vanilla. I got this at some department store. I can't remember which one. I liked the smell of it when I first smelled it, but now something about it smells plasticky, and I didn't love it when I used it up. I used it up just to use it up, but I didn't love it after that, so I don't know what happened to the scent. It smelled good in the store, but not after that. And then I used up a Fragrance Bars by Cobblestone Candle. This is Farmhouse Kitchen. I think this is the Kirkland's brand, and this one's really good. This one just smells like kind of like spice almost. It's like a very fall scent to me. So I would maybe purchase that one again. It was fine. I didn't love it absolutely though. Okay, so that is it for my Empties video. I would love to know if you guys have any thoughts on any of these products, or if you guys have used up anything recently that you loved or hated. Let me know that in the comments below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.